Good day, YouTube. Welcome to another episode of I Don't Have My Light On Yet. Let's get that, eh? So I hope you're all doing well. Guy will be here soon. And after Guy gets here, I'll probably start drinking. Let's be honest, I've had such a week, I'm going to start drinking early. Don't have my headset on yet. Any of you have anything you want to talk about? I'm right here. Got a few pieces of homemade pizza left. I'm going to start tonight with Gateway Light from City Limits Brewing Company in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Now, at my usual basement temperature, not a great beer. How it is at cold? Actually, that is about 20 times better cold. Actually has a little bit of a hop presence and everything else cold. When it's warm, all you taste is like not great cereal grains. Okay, we have our headphones when the guys get here. I do really hope everybody's doing okay. Been a week. Not really a lot of new beer news. There's a new sour out from the brewery around the corner from me. I haven't gone to pick it up yet, but they did ask if I would bring my 4-pack holders in with me when I go in next. So I have about 40 of them over there for them. They also made a Cosmo based like seltzer sour, I guess. It's not really a beer, but they make seltzer as well. And really intrigued to try that as well at some point. Hopefully it'll be some point soon, but after my kid smashed a window, who knows if that'll happen or not. I was actually supposed to pick up the 2 new beers today, and I was also supposed to go film at Regina Brewing Company yesterday, and neither happened because my quotes are about $500 to fix the window. So I have his TV and his Switch and everything else has gone up for sale. Harsh punishment, sure, but you have to learn the value of things. You can't just go, I locked myself out of the house, I don't want to get in trouble, so I'm going to smash the window and blame somebody else and make up a story. I'm glad he ended up fessing up. That's growth from where we've been, so there was that, but yeah. Painted 2 sides of the garage today. So I still have the front area with the garage door to get done, and then the one side. I can't get all the way down the one side yet. I didn't know what was down there, and I'm pissed off now that I know, because I swore I would never buy another house if there was another house that had bamboo. There's bamboo growing beside my garage. I am so angry about that. I hate bamboo. It's such a hard thing to kill. I'm almost going to need to get a weed whacker that actually has the blades, not the string, and go through there, trim it all down to almost nothing other than the one tree that was at the front that wasn't bamboo that's already been cut down. But to get rid of the rest of the bamboo, I actually have to almost go through with a spinning blade, cut it all down, pull it out, scorch the earth with some type of weed killer. Then I have to put down the lawn landscape stuff, the landscape cloth, and cover it with something. Probably going to use like crushed brick or something like that. And then I can paint that side of the garage. So I'm going to have to go out and buy another thing of barn paint at some point, I am assuming. Might be okay with what I have, but I don't know. I contemplated doing all the sill and everything in the red, but it looks a lot better than the pink palace that it was. But the rot on the sheathing on the bottom is so bad that even as I'm painting it, there is wood just falling off. But I mean, that's partially because the sheathing was done with OBS or OSB, the press board. It was done with press board, so it's gotten wet. It's had problems. So after I'm done painting, we will Tyvek wrap the bottom part of the garage to keep everything away from the rotting part. What's this? Oh, well, in Canada, it's doing pretty well. I'm just starting with beer tonight. And when I'm done, I'll go to something else, but not wine. Anyway, so we're going to Tyvek it to keep the snow and the water and everything off the bottom that's already rotted. The bottom's so rotted that it was just soaking up the barn paint. And like I said, it was just flaking away. There is one spot that is so bad that I'm going to have to put in a good deal of caulking to seal it as well. After I'm done with the Tyvek over the next few months, because you have 6 months basically to cover Tyvek. What I'll probably decide to do, well, I have to decide which way I'm doing it. I'm either going to get some siding and just side up the 4 feet of Tyvek and then do a bead of caulk across the top, or I'm going to buy some PVC roofing panels, the corrugated roofing panels, attach them with roofing screws, and then do a bead of caulk across the top and the bottom to just save the sheathing that's there. I've also contemplated actually putting out new sheathing, but just right over top of what's there right now. But I think my plan right now will work well enough, and it will protect the sheathing that's there well enough that I should be able to get between 4 to 6 more years out of the garage before I have to actually deal with it in a more foreseeable way. Also, something crashed into it at some point before we bought the house, because the one corner is actually tilted in. Don't know if I can I don't know what I can do. I have to check. But as of right now, those are the plans. I still have to start painting all the windows, the door frames, the sills, the soffia and fascia. I will have to get up on a ladder and do those. I have the paint for that as well. If I have enough of that paint left, I'll probably do the stairs in it as well, because my front porch is pressure treated wood, but they didn't use deck boards or anything. They actually used fence boards to build my stairs in the front. My stairs in the front will have to be redone in the next few years as well, because it is made with the wrong stuff. But I can probably save it for a few more years by sealing that up as well. So that'll be that plan. Or I've also contemplated doing it in the red, in the barn paint. I don't know if I will or not. I do have some cans of spray paint because I was going to do the doors. The back door is a brownish color. I was going to replace the back door this year. That was the original plan before the screw up that happened with leaving the Northwest Company, where I didn't get my stip or anything, happened, and I went severely into debt to the point where I couldn't get the door done this year. So all it needs to be a door that's usable for a little while is new weather stripping at the bottom, like a new sweep, and to be painted on the outside so that it doesn't painted and sealed. So I have some trim clad and stuff. I'll do it. I've contemplated doing the doors in the bright barn red as well, but I think my wife might murder me if I do. Next beer for the night will be Alberta Genuine Draft Light. We'll start with 2 light beers, right? Might as well. I'm looking at what else I have over there. There's a couple light beers. There's a couple not so light beers. We'll see how far I go tonight because, again, it's not been a good week. There are beers in the fridge I can pull out as well. The fridge is still well stocked. Even once I'm gone through what's behind me, there's extras of stuff that has to go in anyway, so we're good. But I think my main beer that's going to be at the house for a while will be the no name beers. Cheapest 2.4s in the province. Arguably much better quality than a Minhas product, but pretty much the same price as a Minhas product. So it's going to probably be what's in the fridge as the just drinking beer for these type of podcasts and stuff. I really hope Guy gets here soon, or that people start really chatting. If you have more comments or concerns, talk to me. What wine are you drinking? What beers did you have tonight? Let's get some conversations going because this hangout is pretty lonesome at the moment. Right now, you could argue that I'm an alcoholic. I'm just sitting here drinking by myself in the basement. Ugh. All right, what are you cracking, sir? Ah, King Goblin. Nice. Does King Goblin still taste good? Is it still well made? It's been a long time since I've had King Goblin. It's been a long time since Hobgoblin was even available for me to pick up. Do they still make Hobgoblin the ruby and the brown, or do they only make the one Hobgoblin now? Don't worry, I actually read it as had. See, the thing with the blind eyes is I'm basically like a Google algorithm. I'm like, this is what he said. I'm the albino rhino, and I'm here to say, make mine a shitty light beer and not a motherfucking IPA. No, I hope you enjoy that beer. I've never had that beer. It is. I do have a lot of IPAs to review. I've found a few in recent weeks that I've actually really enjoyed, but I still steer fairly clear of double IPAs myself, mostly because I know if my wife tries them, she's going to hate them. And I know if I drink them, it's hit or miss if I'm going to like them. And I'm not, because I'm not as affluent in the funds as I used to be. I'm trying to pick things that I think I might like. Once we get into once we catch our breath, we catch a stride and things are going good, I'll probably start picking up a lot more IPAs and stuff to start getting more into the IPAs in this province, because I've had almost none. I've had like 12 since being here. And yeah, I don't mind trying them, and I try them because you never know what you're going to find, and I find a lot that I love. And like I said, I just haven't, because with the funds the way they are, I've been grabbing things that I anticipate I'm going to like, instead of just grabbing everything I've never had, which is the way I used to do things, and the way I like doing things, because you never know what you're going to get. But again, I'm just not doing it right now. Plus, the higher the ABV, the worse for me, because I try to do the reviews. When I do my reviews, I do like 4 beers that night, and that's my batch. It used to be we would do like 12 beers that night, and that was our batch. But now that it's just me, it's 4. And sorry, I still have that cough from like 4 weeks ago. And my wife likes me to perform, and I'm getting older, so whiskey dick is actually a real thing now. So I try not to drink all that much higher ABV stuff anymore either. So a lot of doubles I just walk past. There's a lot of imperial sours that I'm finding right now, and I'm not touching them because, again, I'm looking at lower ABV things. But I've never anticipated seeing a imperial sour, and now they're all over the place. Still really good to hear. Your go-to beer is Kronbacher or German. I've had Kronbacher. I don't know how I would feel about Kronbacher today. I know when I had Kronbacher last, I still wasn't a big fan of Kronbacher. I don't mind Kronbacher's. I don't mind their non-alcoholic variant though, but their Pilsner. I was never a big fan of Pilsners, and now I'm getting older. I mean, I'm in my 40s now. Turned 42. 8 days ago I turned 42. May 3rd. So I'm at the point where the lower ABV beers, the easier to approach beers, are more what I'm after. And oh, oh, and that's that. Look at who's here. The French wizard.
Midlife crisis?
For lower ABV beer? Yeah. What the hell are you doing over there?
Sober weekend.
Yeah. What is this, though? Oh. You know what? I actually don't mind Sunbrew. Sunbrew is actually a fairly good product.
Tastes like the thing.
It actually does taste very much like Corona. I won't deny that.
Fuck ton of sugar, but it tastes the part.
No, I mean, if our buddy Greg was here, he would say the sweet spot's like 8.5% alcohol. But yeah, 4.8 I do think is a very good sweet spot for beer. Below 5, so you can drink more of them, but right near that very, very dangerous beer level for my buddy Guy. What the fuck was that? Get 300-pound plus dogs, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Then you hear them freaking out upstairs.
She closed the door on herself. Then she's like, "Oh, help me!"
Oh, your daughter closed the door on herself. I got you.
See. Yeah, slam it open. It's not even easy anymore. Just showing up for a hangout. It's like a few minutes, then something happens.
Yeah, no. So the last few times I've tried, I've had to fight off my screaming wife a few times because the kids just drive her nutty.
I thought it was an interview with the rhino today or something.
It was supposed to be an interview with a rhino today. That was the goal, and Chris didn't feel great, so we put it off.
I was like, I can join, but all I got is 0% in the fridge. But I bought the Costco pack is like $30 for 24. You pay $20 for 6 at the grocery store.
I have Banded Peaks Peach Sour goes next.
Sour, my other poison.
Oh, excuse me. Banded Peak is a poison in and of itself. It is a Labatt product, even though they don't really tell you that. But
Still better than Minhas.
it is still better than almost anything's better than Minhas. The only reason to buy Minhas here is that you can get 80 beer for $110. It's the only reason to buy it. So if all you're looking for is to have a shitload of beer in your fridge, Minhas is your go-to. Any plans for your significant other with Mother's Day tomorrow?
We want to beat the shopping rush, and that looks like it. Technically, it would be today, but we did go out to the store here. It's Urban Planet. Everything's cheaper. So just bunch of clothes. Tried a bunch of clothes. Then we're gonna return a few pieces of clothing.
Yeah,
Tomorrow,
my wife wants us to go get some gardening stuff, and she's gonna garden tomorrow.
It's so much easier. Just pick out where you want. Don't guess.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go buy her some dirt tomorrow, and she's gonna plant some sunflowers and other things, and we'll go from there.
I even do the same for Christmas. Sometimes it's like, just pick out whatever you want.
Yeah, I usually buy her, but again, with funding the way it is right now, I usually buy her a Torrid gift card. And there's actually a Torrid in Regina. I didn't think there would be. So
What's it? Torrid?
Torrid is just a clothing store with it has the pink tax and it has the bigger girl tax. So the clothes are like, the bras she buys are like $80 a bra, and my penis goes away when she buys one. I'm like, I can't. I'll get you like 2 baggies. You can put those on, like. But it is what it is. She likes the clothes. The clothes last her. I mean, the last time she shopped at Torrid was a couple of years back, and she still has all the same stuff. So the stuff is quality. It's just expensive as fuck.
Speaking of stores and any other job calls,
I've had 7 interviews now for one company, and they were all an hour long each, and I haven't heard from them since my last interview. And if I get ghosted after wasting 7 hours, I might murder somebody.
How long it's been since the last one?
It was Thursday. The last one was Thursday. So I mean, it's not that bad, but I'm just sitting here like, here's the greatest part, right? They are next door to the job I work right now. And I was walking past the store on Monday.
Yeah.
And as I was walking by on Monday, the store manager had just finished an interview with somebody else that was competing for the same job as me. And I saw her shake their hand outside as I'm walking by, and they go to their car as I'm walking by. 35 seconds after she shook their hand, she called me to set up my last interview. And I'm like, did I beat this person in the standings? Is that what's going on? Because 35 seconds, it was, when do you want to set up your interview? I'm like, well, I'm standing outside your store right now. You want to do it right now? But no, so that was with the DSO was my last interview. And at the end of the interview, he's like, do you have any questions? I'm like, this is like interview 6. I have no questions. And he's like, oh, well, this is your last one. This is your manager once removed thing. And I go, no, I get that. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I've had 5 other interviews. Any question I had has been answered. Like, I don't know what you want. I really hope I get it though. The work environment seems so much nicer. The people seem to want to be. I got in trouble twice this week so far at the job I'm at right now. I actually just have a text message from from our boss, and he's like, because I thought this was a joke, but apparently some people are thinking it's gospel and they feel that it's exploiting others. And what it was we have very few staff, and we're given very few staff to do their jobs, and the staff we are given Most of them aren't cash trained. So if I go into work and I have 9 employees for the whole day and only 3 of them are cash trained, I'm not going to put those 3 cash trained employees on soil load ups, because soil load ups keep you out of the store. You can't do the cash if you're out of the store. So my non-cash trained employees, who are my stock employees, are all going to be the ones that are cash soil load ups. And he's like, it's exploiting others. I'm like, wait, it's exploiting them for me to put them on soil load ups, which is their fucking job. But don't you ask me to do one thing that isn't part of my job description, like that is anything other than just managing anymore, because that's exploiting me. If we're exploiting a stock boy to ask him to bring dirt out to a car, you're exploiting me asking me to bring dirt out to a car, because my job is to do all the back end paperwork. And half the time I'm the one doing the load ups anyway. So, like, yeah.
What do you say then? It's like,
well, I'm not at work, so he hasn't answered me yet. Right, it's my day off. I just freaked out about it. I'm like, I make sure that or I can put the cashier can go out and do the soil load ups, and then there can be nobody at the cash. We can do that. We can't sell anything because there's no one at the cash, but hey, we're not exploiting anybody and making them do their job. Yeah. And then I was supposed to have a third interview for another company this coming week, but he called me while I was standing at the cash at my current job, because, again, I'm a manager. I'm supposed to be doing all my back end stuff, but I'm on the floor doing other jobs because these guys are doing other jobs. So I'm helping out, and my phone's ringing, and I get off the floor and I see who it was. So I emailed them. I'm like, I'm sorry, I was on the cash. That was Wednesday. I haven't heard back from them. So I guess I wasn't good enough for the next interview because of the fact that, I work a job right now. Everything's going okay. We're just talking.
Doing fine. Just fine.
Yeah. No, so I don't know if you caught my last vlog, but my son smashed my bathroom window. So yesterday was a PD day.
You farted real loud, or?
No. So yesterday was a PD day, and he was home alone because we're both working, and Harlow's at daycare, and we're working and all that. Because he's grounded because he decided to do some stuff without permission. So he's grounded. I'm like, you have to stay home with the dogs, blah, 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 blah. Okay, do your chores. He hasn't had his Switch or his internet or anything for about 3 weeks because he got grounded. And the way I don't do grounding as a specific time limit. I do your chores for this many days in a row, and you get your stuff back. So I'm not reminding you to do your chores. If you don't do your chores, the grounding just keeps extending. So it's been 3 weeks. It was 4 days. He only had to do his chores 4 days in a row. And I'm like, here's a list of chores because you're home all day. Get them all done. You get all your stuff back, because I'm just fucking tired of hiding it. So he decides to sneak out to play with his friends. Locks the door, which he's supposed to do. Glad he did it. But he forgot his keys. He locked the keys in the house. So he gets back, and he's freaking out because he doesn't have his keys. He's like, I'm going to get in trouble for sneaking out. So he smashes the window to try and get in, realizes after he smashes it that he can't get in because there's shards of glass everywhere, because it's a vinyl double pane glass window. And it's 7 feet off the ground because we're in a raised house.
Mm-hmm.
And so then I call him, and I call him because I'm done work and I'm just seeing how things are going. He's like, I'm locked outside. I go, what do you mean you're locked outside? And then he told me this story, right? And it's almost a regurgitation of something that actually happened, because a homeless guy tried to break into our house about 2 months ago, when we first lived here, because my wife didn't close the bathroom window, and he tried to climb in through the bathroom window. Colleen almost ate his face. Otis almost went out the window after him. So he had 400 pounds of dog after him, and he ran away. And so he's like, "Oh, some homeless guy tried to break in the window. He smashed it. He tried to come in. Colleen chased him off. I went outside to clean it up, and I locked myself out." Like, this is a very fishy story. Right? So I get home. He's nowhere to be seen. I look at the window. The shards of glass. Like, nobody tried to get into the house. There's the hole from the rock, and then all the shards going in. Right. And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, nobody tried to get in the house. The dog didn't chase anybody off. I go to the front again, and then I see all of his water guns and stuff on the front stairs. I'm like, oh, he was outside playing with his friends, wasn't he? And he comes home, and I go, so what the fuck happened? He goes, I broke the window. So I actually just put up his Switch and his TV and everything for sale because he's paying for that window. I'm not paying for it. He's paying for it. So all of his electronics are up for sale to pay for this window. Um, I cleaned glass out. I had to fucking nail plywood up over. I look like I live in the north right now, and somebody just put a rock through my. I'm angry. Well, what bourbon did you polish off? So hopefully your daughter never breaks your window to try and say that somebody broke into your house. They don't. I'm like, look, buddy, if you took responsibility and accountability for your actions, you just would have gotten grounded a little more. That's all that would have happened. Now you broke my window.
I'd be like, how the hell did you get up 3 floors up high? I'd be impressed, but
And you know, if somebody's going to break into your house in broad daylight, it's an action of ease, right? It's like you left a window open or you left your door unlocked or something. That's how it's easy access is what happens, right? I'm like, if somebody was going to break the window to get in, Aiden, they would have broken the window on the back door. He goes, ooh,
I think that used
ooh.
to happen a lot. Like back in the day, people would just leave the garage door open and they got surprised their shit went missing.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, right? It was easy access theft. It was theft due to easiness, and you might break my window in the middle of the night to get into my house. You're not breaking my window in the middle of the day to get into my house. You're going to go, oh look, you left your door unlocked. So it frustrated me, and I'm like, and what if that rock, because our houses are so close together, right? What if that rock bounced off that window and broke our neighbor's window? Now I'm paying for his window. What if it broke his plumbing? What if it hit you in the face? Oh, I didn't think about any of that. No. What if you actually found a way up there and tried to crawl in through all the broken glass? I'd come home to you dead on the floor. Like, let's stop. What if it actually went through the window and it broke the toilet? Now I'm repairing the toilet as well. Like, let's use our head for once. All you had to do was take accountability for your actions. That's all you had to do. I snuck out. Okay, your grounding just continues. Whatever. But like, I don't get it.
The arm that was holding our bidet was starting to crack on both sides of it, so I just paid $50 on Amazon and replaced it like yesterday. Bidet add-on.
I've never used a bidet. I know my mother-in-law has a bidet on her toilet, and I don't know how like. I know it'll clean my ass better, but I don't know how I feel about cold water shooting up my asshole.
Only you put a high pressure, then it goes inside your asshole again and shit out the water again. It's kind of funny.
No, Guy, I don't want that.
So only you put a high pressure. That's all on you.
So you talked about the Small Pony Beer Works a few weeks back, so I ordered some Small Pony Beer Works. I liked the two smooths I had, but everything that wasn't from the smooth line all tastes the exact same for the most part. So I can see what you're talking about it just not being great either. Like, it's not. I have a sore in my mouth from the acidity in some of their sour beers.
Yeah, like because it's like not related directly. Like cousin's wife or whatever, but you just ask them like, "What are you doing sour beers?" It's just women. They just keep buying the beers. He'll never do anything else but sour beers. Yeah. It's all for the bitches.
Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, they're back behind me in the corner there, right there. No name beer, light and regular. I just haven't put them in the fridge yet because my fridge is full.
Surprised it's bilingual in your province. I guess it's all the same now.
Yeah, well, they're made in. These ones are made in Alberta, so I'm actually really surprised they were bilingual because Alberta is like the most. We do what we want when we want province in the country. But yeah, they're bilingual.
Did you do any reviews today or?
No, today we didn't do much. We went grocery shopping. That was fun. That's about the extent of my day.
Yeah. I might go mute in and out because, hey, baby, diaper change time.
That's okay. Sorry, there's people asking me things about my son's electronics that are up for sale.
They're available now. Come on down. You have any extra
I
windows?
even wrote on the TV. I'm like, look, my son broke a window. He has to pay for the window. Here's his TV. Like, and I didn't want to do it. Like, I didn't want to take his shit and just sell it. But at the same time, he refuses to do chores, so it's not like I can make him work it off. It is he either sells his shit to pay for stuff or I'm paying for it again. And I'm not paying for anything else anymore that he breaks. Like, you don't take care of your shit, you're paying for it from now on. I told him, like, this is I've bought him 4 Switches since he came to live with me 3 years ago. And I'm like, I'm not buying another Switch. You better get yourself a part-time job. I don't know how to work. I go, I know you don't, but you better learn because you ain't getting shit from me anymore. Like, you're gonna get clothes if you need your clothes. You're gonna get food, that type of stuff. But I'm not buying you extras anymore. I'm not.
What's the minimum age of like a helper in construction site or something?
It's 14 here.
Yeah. He doesn't know how to work. He just start off the basic moving stuff around.
Well, yeah, like I just, when we were in the north, we were allowed to contract a cleaner and pay them $20 an hour. So when he was done school, we would always tell him, come in, sweep and mop and change the garbages. We'll pay you $20 an hour cash because we're allowed to pay that for our cleaner. And he did it like once, and he's like, I don't like this. I'm like, it's sweeping and mopping and do it. You make $40 a day. Like, that's $200 a week that you're getting paid in cash. Do it. Oh, I don't want to, and I don't know how to get through to him. Like, I was raised by European immigrants. Like, you had to work or you got nothing. And I'm not one of the parents that just gives to their kids. I try to make them figure it out. Like, I will help you find your job. I will help you, but I will set you up to succeed. And he just has no ambition or get up and go to do anything. And I'm like, I don't get it. Like, I had a part-time job at 14. I was working from 14 on because when I was wrestling, I had to work to pay for my bus fare and my wrestling equipment and this and that. When I was living on my own, I had to pay for my food. I had to pay for, when I was going to university, I had to pay for university. Like, my parents didn't help me with anything past the age of 14, really. And once I hit 18, I was paying rent. So to my mother, like, that I don't get. I'm not the asshole that's going to start charging my kid rent at 18, but you're not going to be living with me rent free and everything at like 20. If you want to live with me, sure. You can't find a way out, sure. But you're paying me something to fucking help support the household. That's the way it's going to be. I agree. My first job was actually at my high school. So I got a job at the high school as the janitor for the daycare because my high school was inner city Ottawa. My first high school was inner city Ottawa, and we had a daycare for the students that had pregnancies. I was paid $10 an hour, and it was a 2 hour a day thing. So I would go to wrestling practice. By the time wrestling practice was over, it was like 5:30 at night. I would go. I would unlock the daycare. I'd go in. I'd clean the daycare. Then I would go home, and I made my $20 a day after taxes and everything. It was something like $12 a day, but it's what paid for my wrestling fees. It's what paid for my football fees, my rugby fees. Anything I wanted to buy, that's how I did it. And I've tried to teach this kid this stuff, and he won't do anything. I don't know how to motivate him. I was able to motivate Inuit that had never worked before into becoming managers and supervisors. I've been able to motivate people on fly-in only reserves to better their lives. I cannot motivate my son to get up off his ass and take the garbage out. Like, I don't know what to do. Well, this was Olympic style wrestling, high school wrestling, university wrestling. I wrestled all the way up until I was done university. I was actually expected to make the Olympic team until I blew my knee out. However, I usually won my matches by gross superiority, which is 10 points or more over your opponent. And my favorite move was probably the chicken wing, or the double chicken wing was probably my favorite two moves. I did do a little bit of professional wrestling. I didn't really have a very profound finishing move because it was indie stuff. And again, I'm 42, so this was indie stuff like 20 years ago. And so it's not like it was anything spectacular. It wasn't a Hulk Hogan leg drop because I think only he could do the worst fucking move ever and sell it as a finisher. But yeah. District Brewing's Mango Sour is next for me. It was basically a sidewalk slam. So kind of like Duke the Dumpster Drosie's finishing move because the dumpster was awesome. Everybody liked the dumpster.
How many sours did you buy?
Oh, well, again, most beers you buy here, right? If you're not buying them from one of the breweries that will sell as singles, almost every beer you buy here is going to be in a 4-pack. So every time you buy a beer to review, you're getting 4 of them. Oh, look, Paul's here, but he's not here. Did I ever watch Rings, Volcon, or Tomato? I don't know any of that. I don't know any of that. Paul, come say hi to us live. You have the link. Don't even have to show your face. Just do your voice. Come chat.
Or is it like a messenger?
No, right there. That's Paul. Different Paul.
Oh.
Not U.S. Paul. Ottawa Paul. My dad was big in indie wrestling in the Ottawa area as well. You know who I wrestled in Olympic style that actually was supposed to make it to the WWE before he ended up with hepatitis C that he blames on Abdullah the Butcher? Hannibal, Devin Nicholson. Devin Nicholson was actually a high school wrestler, I believe. Where was he? It wasn't Samuel Genet. He was in West Ottawa. I only wrestled him at the. I wrestled him at the Ottawa. Hey, I wrestled him at the Ottawa National Capital. No, he was East End because I wrestled him at National Capital and I wrestled him at the Eastern Ottawa qualifiers. Where the I'd have to find the book. I have the book in one of my bins, but I'd have to find the book. But yeah, he ended up wrestling in a lot of. Jim Cornette makes fun of him all the time, but he wrestled in a lot of indie stuff, and he had been given a WWE developmental contract. And when they did his blood test, it came back as he had Hep C, so he was never allowed to move on. And he's actually in the Dark Side of the Ring episode about Abdullah the Butcher. He talks about Abdullah the Butcher giving him Hep C. They both have the same strain, but they have never proven who gave it to who, per se.
Oh,
Maybe just throw diapers around.
As long as they're not dirty diapers.
No, it was just a fresh Costco bag.
No, but I did listen to the Jim Cornette, Brian Last talking about the Ric Flair restaurant footage. I would love to be able to get one of the Ric Flair energy drinks, the woo energy. I want to get a woo.
Is that the
Have you
one's
seen
like
any woo energy?
tea based? No, I haven't seen.
It's mushroom based.
Okay.
And it's the same mushroom fungus that they say created the world apocalypse in The Last of Us.
Those are they like lichens, not mushroom?
I don't know what the fuck's it called. There's a whole like 40-minute rant about it on one of the Jim Cornette experiences.
Pretty sure. I think they're lichens.
But yeah, like probably my two favorite wrestling podcasts, and I mean I was only a wrestling fan when I was younger, is Jim Cornette and Dutch Mantel. I love watching Dutch Mantel as well.
Oh, Cordyceps.
Yeah, Cordyceps. The Cordyceps is in the woo energy.
No,
I have one of the new energy drinks from I don't even remember who makes it anymore, but I have one upstairs. I think it's a Pepsi product. Oh, I have to go find it. But I have it upstairs to review. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
It's a Pepsi. Is it Coke that owns Monster? I think it's Coke.
Monster is Coke, yes. Guru Pepsi at least distributes, and Rockstar Pepsi distributes, but Coke is Monster. I only know that from running a grocery store for a while. I don't necessarily know if Coke owns Monster, but Coke is who I would order my Monster from.
I know it's horrible for you, but Rockstar is the one that if I need emergency, I need to wake up like now. That just works.
I really like the Monster fruit. Well, Monster Punched Zero tastes just like Tahiti Treat. I fucking love Tahiti Treat. But you're right. I don't like drinking energy drinks at all. I mostly drink them for the review. But if I had to choose one to drink, it's always going to be a zero because at the very least, I might as well take the sugar out of it. But I like the Monster flavors more, but I cannot deny that the Rockstar Punched Zero tastes just like my favorite pop of all time. So I could buy that every day, all day, and be like, yay!
No, I mean the original Rockstar. That's the one that like I'll feel like freaking jolting out. Like that's the one that like really works.
Do they still make Jolt soda? Because the Jolt Cola used to wake me up, and Super Jolt used to wake me up. They double the caffeine and quadruple the caffeine.
Yeah, I'll get another fake beer. Right.
All right, I'll get another regular beer.
You might go for a piss.
Okay, you go for a piss.
Barless piss.
I have not broken the seal yet, so I will keep not breaking the seal. Collingwood King Post English Pale Ale is next for me. See what my son has done to me? He's turned me into an alcoholic. No, I'm drinking with my buddy Guy. Nobody else wants to join us. I sent out about 20 invites. I really need to find a partner to review with here. But Chris Tower, who I have had on the channel before, when he was at Niagara College as a student, he is the brewmaster at Regina Brewing Company, and we are going to do a few video sessions at Regina Brewing Company at some point. That is the plan, at least. We're going to do a get to know your local brewer again, which we haven't done in a very long time. We'll do a video series on his oatmeal stout on nitro, because they do a nitro pour at the brewery, which will be really nice to do. Yeah. Where do you live if you're getting lucky? Lucky is not all over Canada. So I'm just curious. Like, I'm in Regina now. And I mean, the majority of what I drink is things like, again, the no-name beer. But yes, I do buy. This was a birthday gift. One of my good friends who I used to work with bought me a 3-month subscription to Amazing Clubs as a birthday gift. And this was from month 1. Man, you can get all types of beer in Vancouver. There is so many amazing breweries in Vancouver. Well, good day.
Who's that?
Yo.
Oh.
What's going on? I actually don't know if we have any sound.
I mean,
yet.
Muted.
We're looking at deer. Right?
We're just sitting on the balcony. A few brewskis here, guys. Hello. Thanks for having us.
Oh, thanks for joining us. Okay, I have to ask because of how bright it is. Where the fuck are you?
Oh, you know I'm in Winnipeg, Albino. Come on.
But I'm in Regina.
Albino.
Oh, wait, I have a TV in the way. Okay, yes, it's still sunny out.
I was like,
Yeah, Albino. Look at the deer.
yeah, it's muted again.
Yeah, you're muted again.
Yeah, I'm just not wanting to voice spam. I'm just on a cell phone here, open mic kind of.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, so yeah, yes, you are in Winnipeg. Yes, how are you doing? Like I said, I forget that I now have a TV in my room. So I looked up and all I saw was dark. So I had to go like this to look out the window.
Is that the TV mount you're building? That's a different one.
No, I built a TV stand. I built just the ugliest fucking table in the world with scrap wood. And it does its job. Which actually means that my bottle holder, when I do the reviews, will get opened sometime soon because I actually can play video games on that TV. So this thing will get opened and I'll actually use it. For the first time in like 3 years. I've had it for 3 years, and I will open it and use it.
How much was it?
$240 when I bought it. I mean, you don't need to buy Coors Banquet anyway. Again, you're in Vancouver, man. You can get so many cool beers. Four Winds should be there. Like, so many breweries are in Vancouver.
Some fucking beer reviews.
You doing some beer reviews? Are we doing like Greg's beer reviews? What's in the fridge, man?
Had a growler on top, but it's pretty empty.
Oh, Big Rock. But you're in Winnipeg. You should be able to get some good stuff too.
English brown ales, traditional ale, Big Rock trad ale. You cannot, you can't argue with that, right? It's great. I like Half Pints Stir Stick Stout. Been drinking at their brewery every Friday, having a few beers with the brewmaster over there. But yeah, trad ale, Fort Garry Dark, and Half Pint Stir Stick Stouts.
I don't think I've had a lot from Fort Garry, if anything, to be honest. Fort Garry was one of the breweries I did not visit when I was in Winnipeg for that month.
I think Fort Garry was bought out by Molson. Like, I don't know if there's no local brewery for Fort Garry anymore, nor is it like a local thing. It's like a big brand name now. But yeah, Fort Garry Dark is a great beer.
Yeah, as long as they still make a good beer, who cares who owns it in the end? Hey, do you remember Collingwood, Guy?
I think Radar remember it the most.
We went to that brewery, me, you, Nick, and Radar. I can say this is probably the worst beer I've ever had by them. I have not reviewed it yet. There's still one on my counter over there waiting to be reviewed, but not really happy with it. Not really happy.
That was the very industrial building, I think.
Yes, it was an interesting setup the way they had it.
Yeah, the big washroom. Is that the one you took a shit?
Yes.
I remember all the important parts. Who took a shit and where?
So just answering a few more questions about some of the stuff I have for sale from my son's room.
Well, poor baby in the background. The wife's doing when they have congestion. They like you suck out the snot with the.
Oh, you got the squeezy thing?
No, you actually have to inhale the thing, and it works better somehow.
Wow, they must live on the outskirts of Winnipeg because that is a lot nicer than anything I've seen in Winnipeg. What is regular Coors? I'm going to assume Coors Light because Banquet would actually be regular Coors because Banquet is the higher ABV Coors.
Yeah.
BC has some of the best breweries I've ever had. Fuggles and Warlock is in BC. They're just known as Fuggles now. Cannery Brewing Company makes an amazing maple stout. Four Winds is out there. I believe Four Winds is actually in Vancouver. I wish Dan was here. Dan could tell you so much about Vancouver beer.
Where was Howe Sound? Were they BC?
Howie Sound is BC as well, but exactly where they are, I'm not 100% sure. What else is out there? I even have a lot of BC beers back here. I have a lot of BC beers that are empty right now. Fernie Brewing Company is BC. Field House is BC. And I would expect if I can get it in Saskatchewan, you should be able to get it in Vancouver. Like that. Oh, look, he's actually doing beer reviews right now. Look at those clouds. Oh, it's so nice. I could be seeing that if I had my. I can't. He is an hour ahead of me right now, so I just keep looking at my. He has a lot nicer skies than I have right at this moment.
I guess you could do some in your backyard. What are you doing now? Just like a laptop?
Me? I'm on a laptop right now. Yeah.
I guess what kind of questions they're asking?
People are asking me things like, "What condition is it in? Any scratches?"
Is it like brand new?
Pretty much. He got it in February, so.
We're showing everyone how not to pour a beer over here.
Don't worry, I mess up my beer pours quite often.
There you go.
It's not working out as I had planned here, guys. Man, it's one time on Halloween. Yeah, I went hunting with my buddy. Yeah, and we shot a deer.
How fucking Halloween, eh?
Yeah, Halloween. And we wounded it, so we had to, let it run and catch it later.
You tracked it, eh?
So anyways, off he goes. Well, it's Halloween. So whatever.
That was one of the shittiest fucking hunting story I've ever heard, Marky, to be honest.
Oh, Halloween.
Jesus.
I can't go, man. It's Halloween.
And my dad drank mostly golden for the longest time, till they just stopped selling it. Then it was a Labatt Blue after that. But now it's like almost anything. I think they still sell mostly golden in the States, but apparently the quality went way down. Chad get the job. That looks better. He's back.
Sorry, I'm back. Just
Sorry.
answering some questions about.
I'll give you $100, Marky. You fucking run up to that deer and fucking tackle that thing down, and I got a crisp brown bill here for you.
Hey.
Thank you, PD.
Nice.
Marky, go take him out. Go get him.
We just want to talk. I love you.
You don't get to take the deer out unless you get to show us it on camera.
You don't see that.
Can you not see the deer?
Well, no, I'm saying you can't tackle it unless you're doing it on camera.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. He needs to go. He needs to run down there.
No. I know.
Well, do it.
Can't run down. You gotta fucking sling.
Fucking, you're on Showtime here right now. Everybody's watching you, fucking Marky. This is the moment of your life. Go fucking.
Come here. I love
Last
you.
Coldwell Banker homebrew white IPA to drink.
Come here.
Okay. What do we got here? Dylan, brown box, Canadian thing, only got. Bumped in lights. What are we talking about? What beers, Friar Tuck? Because I actually was just told by Joe that he can still get most Saranac beers for like $12.99 a 12-pack. I know every beer is different, but yeah, in Saskatchewan, the majority of your 4-packs will range in the price range of $16.99 to $20.99.
I can sort of see one. There you go.
Would you go tackle it, Guy?
Well, they have knives.
I've seen brown box in cans, and it looks exactly like Bumped. Oh, Banquet. Okay. I got what's going on. Okay, what the fuck is brown box? All I see right now is a finger. He's trying to hide the fucking naked woman that's running around trying to tackle the deer. I mean, he is in the Winnipeg area.
Yep.
So fuck you up.
Yeah, we're West Winnipeg, kind of off on a little bit towards the perimeter, so we're on a little bit of an outskirts street here. So wildlife. We're near Boeing. We're near the Boeing plant in Winnipeg.
Okay, I actually do know where that is. I'm in basically central east.
Oh shit! Holy fuck! Let me help you up.
Chair broke.
I'm good. I don't think. Let me mute this fucking camera. I just fell through my fucking chair, my fat ass. Jesus.
You need to hang out with Ken. You and the man-child. Well, at least they were both 8% alcohol. I mean, I'm not a big 8% alcohol fan, but hey. Guy, you drinking that is the weirdest sounding thing in the world.
Good. That sure is done.
Okay, so somebody's coming for some of his stuff.
They come in now?
No, they're coming Monday.
Uh,
But he was going to come tonight. But I'm like, he was going to come at like 11 o'clock tonight. And I'm like, okay, I'm glad you're coming Monday because I could not guarantee soberness by 11 p.m. I can't guarantee it. I mean, I can't. I've had a very rough week. I can't guarantee soberness.
How much is like entire window cost?
To get an that size window, an entire window installed would be about $900. He only broke the catch portion, which is great because I could take it out. So it's out now, and I have plywood nailed into the window. But to change it's a double pane glass window. The double pane is about $100, and then depending on who is installing it, I'm paying between $90 and $150 an hour, and it's 2 hours of work. So to pull the old glass out, put a new double pane in, and then to put it back into the window. I could try and do it, but I read it. I'll probably be doing it for about 9 hours because I've never done it before. If I'm doing it for 9 hours, I'll just pay somebody to do it for the 2 hours that it's going to take them. Banquet is fine. I agree. Banquet is a fine beer. You know, it's also a fine beer. Coldwell Banker's Homebrew, which was one of my housewarming gifts from my real estate agent. Who works for Coldwell Banker, by the way. Of course he does. This is the white IPA from Pile of Bones. Yeah.
Just a mellow label just reminding me of the random brewery we stopped at once, but it looked like you're stopping at your grandparents' home. They had like the old time clocks and the ships and the weird stuff on the wall, but I can't never remember what that place was called. I think it was just you, me, and Radar that went there.
You'd rather have Jenny Cream Ale for $20 a 30-pack, though. Well, for $20 a 30-pack, I would take almost anything. But you're right, Jenny Cream Ale, Genesee Cream Ale is not a bad beer. It isn't. And the price that Genesee Cream Ale is priced at is amazing for us Canadians. Like, I cannot ever think about paying $20 for a 30-pack here. Like, I have 24 packs back there that are $35.99 plus 10 cents a can, so that's another $2.40 plus provincial tax. So you're looking at just over $40 for the 2.4, and that's the cheapest 2.4 you can get here in the province. My favorite beer that I bought that I could only get in the States, though, was Labatt Porter for domestic big brand beers. But yeah, Jenny, I have no problem with a lot of the Genesee products. Have I had Jenny Bach? Have you had Jenny Bach, Guy?
No.
I don't know if I've had Jenny Bach. I'd have to look it up on my phone. See, my phone Z is not currently in its case because my screen protector broke. I dropped my screen protector as my son was texting me his story about what happened to my window. And I got home. I'm like, I really hope my phone is not broken. But no, it was just the screen protector. Okay, that was not my phone. That was
No, I
that was
laughing
my
because
Guinness opener that no longer has Guinness on it.
Walmart's asking me to review bananas.
To review bananas?
Because I use my phone before I go to self checkout because they send you a digital receipt because I lose paper receipts all the time. But when you buy stuff, they know what you buy, and sometimes like, "Can you review this?" I was like, "Well, you want to review bananas?"
Okay, Guy, you are in charge to talk to the group for right now.
You're on mute already.
I'm going to go take a pee, Guy. I don't have cordless technology, so you're in charge while I'm gone.
I don't know what to charge. I'll pull up the right now.
You got to talk.
Videos.
You got to talk. I'm going to go pee.
It's hard to talk when you have like sad 0% beer. Put up. I'll buy now. Right now. Road trip. I'll try to find what the old folks home brewery place went to radar. 7 years ago. Radar 2016. I don't think it was that one back then. When I used to be Bear Guy Reviews. For the comments. That's when it went. Nick had a burb. I wonder if they're still around. A burb made awesome beer. Is that Boychuk with his hot rod? Albino Rhino Beer Fest. Side launch. First side launch. Back when they were good. Sorta. North Winds. I totally forgot about North Winds. Wait, is that? I think it's a bar I went with the cousin Pascal after. And I forgot I actually went to that bar. That's hilarious. Okay. It was 7 years ago. I went to North Winds. About 3 years ago, I went to North Winds. Not remember I actually went to North Winds. We didn't stay there very long. I think we just ate their burger and left. That's hilarious. Okay. So it'll be near the end of the trip. But they had so many bombers back then. Now it's all canned. Miss bombers. I don't know what a breakfast. Oh, that's where I dressed up as a monk. Monk's hat. Ronald McDonald House. Bell City. Is Bell City still around? Oh, maybe brewery. Temporarily closed. So they're not sort of. How long have they been closed? BellCity.com. Nothing on the website. That's odd.
I'm back.
Yeah, I was looking at like a road trip video like 7 years ago, whatever. Went to Northwinds. Now, 3 years ago, I went to Northwinds because of Pascal, and I completely forgot I'd been there before.
You didn't remember being there?
No. So in the video, they all had bombers, but when I went there, it was nothing but cans, like everywhere else.
Why aren't you here, Brian? Why aren't you here with us? Scuba Steve, yo, how are you? Brian, we actually were talking about Jim Cornette earlier. You could have been here talking about Jim Cornette.
So that was not the year we went to the old folks brewery place that I was thinking about.
You're thinking about what, Port Credit? In Mississauga? Like the really old people that owned a brewery?
Yeah, it's like all old people decor inside.
Yes, that was Port Credit.
Port Credit?
Port Credit. They made some shitty beer, sir.
Well, their memory is not that great. I'm sure they forget a bit of ingredient every time they make a beer.
Okay.
All credit, bro.
So if I sell those two things that are up for, well, I have 4 of his things up for sale. If I sell 2 of them, I'm almost done paying for the window. I sell all 4 of them, we've paid for the window.
Nice. Looking at the pictures from, well, it's 11 months ago, but it hasn't changed at all. Oh, they have a little piece of glass in front of the register, but that's because there's COVID. That's a year ago.
How do I, you know this better than me, sir. How do I pick who is on camera at the time? Can I make one person the camera?
You can click on whoever you want. It's going to make it bigger, I think. If not, haven't used StreamYard, well, broadcast from StreamYard in a long time. Because you keep making yourself zoomed in and out.
Yo, Scuba Steve. Yo. I hope you're having a good day, Scuba Steve.
Hey, Brian. Brian.
If I click on the 3 dots, I get edit name, edit mic settings, kick from studio, or ban from studio. Oh, there we go.
You just had to click on it?
Sort of. Look, they're doing a beer review, guys. They're doing a beer review. I wish I had somebody here with me to do a beer review. I can't even be angry. All I can do is be sad that it's just me in a basement.
You're recording the laptop or it's like your phone?
I haven't recorded anything in a bit now, but yeah.
You use your phone or laptop just to record it?
I record on my really old phone, my broken phone, the one with the big crack across the front. The Samsung A51 is what I record on normally. Once that phone finally dies, I have the Motorola Stylus, and once that one dies, then I will start recording on my actual phone because I'll move from this phone to my new iPhone.
So that'd be funny. One day I'll send you beer. Just put your phone, you put your laptop in view, then I'll be on the laptop. Just do it at the same time. It's record that way.
Yeah, I have this laptop, which is what we're streaming on right now, but I don't record on it.
That's what I mean.
Always,
You just use your phone and put like the speakers on the laptop. It's like you put like a little suit beneath the laptop so it looks like a person. So kind of.
usually the light goes on my laptop, and the box goes in front of my laptop, and the phone is on my laptop. I have a second laptop back here that I might actually try and sell at some point, but I don't know if anyone will be interested in it because it's a shitty laptop. Yo. I'm out of beer. I think it's time to get some more beer out of the fridge.
You made it sound like you had to travel somewhere.
I do. I have to travel behind me. It's far traveling, sir.
All credit is 4 hours and 37 minutes.
You know how many breweries I can take you to if you were here visiting?
But what the hell is that?
I'm just moving my my miter saw. There we go. It's out of the way now. Okay, what should I... Oh, shit, I have a bottle stuck behind the fridge door. What should I drink?
That's in Bob Cage.
There is so much Minhas product in this fridge.
All part of the 80 pack, you said?
No, some of they only sell their beer in 12 packs. So any beer I wanted to review from them, I either had to buy in 12 packs or I had to buy in mixed packs of 3 different beers in a 12 pack, so 4 of each. So I have a lot of Minhas product in here. And there's still a lot of Minhas product I have not bought to review, solely because I refuse to pay for Minhas product anymore. I've paid enough money on Minhas product, I'm not buying anymore. Okay, I can drink that. That can be a beer I drink. That was a beer I was going to ship out in a beer mail, but I have another one of them, so that's okay. Maybe I'll ship Guy a beer mail too, a Saskatchewan beer mail. Do you still do reviews for the most part? I don't see a lot of uploads from you, so. Small pony.
Not really. With the kid, I don't really. It's just that every second weekend hangouts we do. That's field time. Like that's it. I don't. Maybe well, now it's easier that since the kid's older, when radar comes, I'll might record some here. But it'll be more fun if I can send you the same beer I would have here. Just do like a dual review.
Hey, that would be really fun.
Even if it's just like on your channel, like I really don't care.
We'll take one of those out, and we'll take one of those out. Okay, we'll close that drawer. We'll close that fridge. We pulled out 3 more beers. That'll be 12 beers tonight. I think that's good. I'm not getting laid tonight anyway. My wife has a bladder infection, so I can be drunk.
This message back at TV guy. You sure you don't want to go home?
Northern Lights. You know what? I actually only have 1 beer left from the beers you sent me, Brian, and it is the 32,000 IPA, the 32K IPA from DeQ Falls. I'm 100% sure I've probably pissed to Q Falls off by now by talking like this on every one of my videos because it's J.W. Woodruff, and we have to give J.W. Woodruff the praise he deserves. But I've had a lot of fun with the beers you sent, so thank you very much. What was the sound of my dong dropping? First off, my dong, I'm very proud of my dong and what it can do, but it ain't long enough to drop on the floor. I am not a porn star, even though some people seem to want to see me doing porn star things. Not a porn star. Friar Tuck is still talking about Genesee. Saranac, like Rhino stated, I believe makes decent enough products as well, but mostly only sold in New York State. And yes, Saranac, what is it? Matt Brewing Company is Saranac's parent company. Saranac also brews the Flying Bison Brewing Company beers, and Saranac does really good on what they make. I can't say bad things about Saranac. We could do that. Do you want to do that? Should we say next week we all pick up a beer? I'm sure I can find a beer that we can all pick up and we can drink together. I don't know who would pick it up, though. I don't know if anyone would be interested in picking it up. I'm going to drink a Minhas product, Minhas Sask Rasp beer, because why not? Let's try and get rid of some of this. This is 5% alcohol beer with added raspberry flavor, because why would we use real raspberry when we can just add raspberry flavor? It also has orange peel and coriander, like every one of their craft beers has. Their craft beers all have orange peel and coriander. It's like it's dropping from the ceiling.
I'll go check up on the wife.
Okay, you go check up on the wife, sir. Do they have pretty good distribution in the States? I've only ever seen them in New York. I used to buy them either in Buffalo, Chickamauga, or what was the other? Lewiston, right across the border. I would think Moosehead is more fancy than Alexander Keith's, but that's me. Now, Moosehead is the first beer I ever had where I really noticed a difference buying it in the States and buying it in Canada. And if you do a blind taste test between Moosehead USA and Moosehead Canada, you can tell the difference. It shows what the US allows in their beer versus what Canadians allow in their beer, and it's scary. But then you can see the same thing if you do like Beck's brewed in North America versus Beck's brewed in Germany. Oh, Sage, what's going on? A national brand would be like Canadian Coors. I actually don't think I could say Moosehead because I haven't seen Moosehead here, but it would be a brand that you could normally find all across the country. like I said, Saranac was one of the breweries I used to buy from quite often, and I really liked Saranac mostly because I knew the brewer at Flying Bison, who was part of the Matt Brewing Company family, and Flying Bison was in Buffalo, and I can't. Saranac to me was like a craftier version of Sam Adams. And I know Sam Adams is considered a craft brewery because the craft brewing industry edited the way they define craft brewing. But yeah,
Boop.
what's Sage have to say? Good man, send me a link. Okay, give me 1 second there, Sage, and I'll get you a link. It's gonna take me a minute to. I won't lie, I've been drinking. It takes me a little bit now. There you go, Sage. And here's the thing, right? I never know who wants in, who wants out, who doesn't care to be here. Black and Tan and Black Forest by Saranac is what got me into craft beers. You know what my first true Black and Tan was? It was Yingling in Pottsmouth, Pennsylvania. That was my first Black and Tan. I have not seen a Sierra Nevada beer here in Saskatchewan, Dylan.
Am I audible? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hey.
However, in Ontario, I saw a lot of their beers, but I have not seen any in Saskatchewan. This is such a horrible raspberry beer.
Why is it delayed?
What, on YouTube or for you right now?
Is that better?
I don't know, sir. I hear you. That's all I can say.
Strange.
Yeah, Yingling. I only ever had Yingling in Pennsylvania itself. I actually would travel to Yingling every once in a while and go to Pottsmouth, Pennsylvania. The brewery is an amazing experience to go to. Pottsville is an amazing city to be at as well. The problem with Pottsville, it's all one-way streets, and they're like at an angle like this. So if you have an automatic car, it really sucks to stop at the top of that hill and try and start again. But Pottsville is a really cool place, and the brewery is really cool. And if you've never been to Pottsville to see the Yingling Brewing Company, you really should. Yingling actually has a lot of very solid beers. Pennsylvania has, of the states I've been to, Pennsylvania has one of the harshest alcohol laws of them all, the way they sell their stuff. You can buy a 2-4 of 750 milliliter. What the fuck is that sound? Is that my fridge? Oh, there's something going on upstairs. Okay, whatever. Of 750 milliliter Chimay in a 2-4, and it's an expensive price, but it's still cheaper than buying it in Canada. But I remember that everybody would always talk about how You know, you go to the States and the alcohol laws are nothing. You can buy alcohol. You can. When I would go to Pennsylvania, you couldn't buy alcohol in Walmart. You had to go to specific liquor stores, and they sold everything by the 2-4. So again, it was a lot like being in Saskatchewan. It was kind of weird because the prices were cheap as fuck, but they forced you to buy certain things. And there was some good stuff I've gotten there, and there was some bad stuff I've gotten there. And I enjoy going to that brewery, though. It's a brewery that if you get a chance to go to, you really should. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I wish Paul was here because Paul could talk to us about their liquor laws, but Paul is not here. Sage is here, though. Paul's not here. Sage is here. Uh-oh. Okay, I figured out what the weird noise was. Give me a second. I got to try and fix my freezer. I shouldn't have opened that door. What the fuck does my wife have in here? It's wieners. There's wieners trying to escape. Get in your home. Okay, everything's good. Everything has been fixed.
2015. No.
Friar Tuck. You know what? We've talked so many times. I don't think I've ever. Where in the States are you? But yes, I remember we went. I went to the States several times, and we went to Pennsylvania several times. We went to Pennsylvania once with when I was still married to Christy with Victoria, my good friend Victoria. We went and did like Eastern State Penitentiary, and we did Yingling, and we did the Crystal Caves, and a whole bunch of other places around Pennsylvania. And then one time, me, Boychuk, and Paul went, and we hit up Philadelphia. We hit up Rochester. We hit up a bunch of spots in New York and a bunch of spots in Pennsylvania, and we had a lot of fun. But those were all back between like 2009 and 2012 is when we were there. So the laws have not changed since the last. Well, the laws have changed since the last time I was there, but the laws were very strict when I was there. Connecticut? Okay.
Watching.
I don't think I've ever been to Connecticut, actually. Yeah.
We've been to Silverstone like twice, right? I think. When I was up there.
Sorry, I have a lot of people asking about the same product that's currently being held. Like I said, I just want to get this window paid for. Okay, so I've been to Albany. I think when we first started talking, you were in Albany. Were you not? If I wanted to see Titan Towers, Connecticut was where I should go, though. Correct? WWE's head office was Connecticut, was it not? I know they Madison Square Garden was in New York, but I believe like Titan Towers was Connecticut.
Bola's Bride of Forkin Scene. I don't remember that one.
Sorry, 1 second. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just about done this, and then I am yours for another hour. To everybody here, just responding to this message. Sorry, somebody was asking me my address so they could pick up my son's Switch.
Yeah, that's the tomorrow or the Monday.
No, that Monday's all of his games.
Oh,
The Switch they want to pick up today. I'm not really a big fan of casinos after working in a casino for as long as I did. No, we haven't heard you in a while there, Sage. It looks like your microphone is turned off. Actually, it's on, but no,
I've
we haven't
actually
heard you.
seen Chad in a casino. I think you were like slamming pallets around or something.
Sounds about right for me. Actually, yeah, you did meet me there once, didn't you?
Yeah.
I think I was in the 365 Club. But yes, I do remember you showed up one night, and then we got in your car and we drove over to my house. I don't think my wife was there at the time. I think it was my current ex-wife, but I was married to Christy at the time, and I think she was away, and you came and picked me up, and we went home and we drank. Cheers.
Cheers. Warm, non-alcoholic beer.
Oh, you don't want warm non-alcoholic beer, sir.
It's not that bad. I'm surprised how not that bad it is.
Really? I would have thought it would be horrible.
Give credit where credit is due, I guess.
That's what my garage looks like, though currently there's some red paint. As I'm in the middle of painting it.
Look for the half painted garage.
Yeah, I gotta pee again. I broke the seal. Fuck, you made me break the seal, sir. You're the only one talking to me right now, so you are in charge. Griswold does not like us. Yeah, Oswald does not like us.
I'm gonna keep watching the road trip videos. Poe's Bride of Forkenstein. Chad and me, Nick and Radar. Chad only gave it a 7, so it's not good. Next. How long ago was that? 7 years ago. Yeah, that's about right. Chad reviewed Alpine 12 years ago. How'd you score it? You gave Alpine a 5 out of 10 12 years ago.
Did I not have my mic muted? Did you just hear me piss?
No, I didn't hear your piss.
Okay.
I was clicking around as I skipped around at the end of the Alpine review. It's like 12 years ago.
Sam Adams used to make semi-decent light beer. Okay. It actually had some flavor. Okay, you ever had hazy whatever it's called? That there is too many beers called hazy for me to answer that question. But yes, light beers from Sam Adams having flavor. I understand exactly what you're talking about. Stonehammer used to make Stonehammer Light, which actually had flavor. Also, I don't know if it's still made, but Flying Monkeys used to make Flying Monkeys Anti-Gravity Ale, which had a very nice flavor, and it was a light beer. Really nice. I'm going to drink this beer. I actually have one to review, and I have 2 others in the fridge. This is High Key Brewing Company out of Saskatoons. 4.5% alcohol, sour cherry sour ale. I would have figured if it was a sour cherry, it was a sour ale.
Flying Monkeys is weird. They made the best beer ever had and the worst beer ever had.
I know Sam Adams is great, but hazy whatever, is it actually called hazy whatever? We get a lot of Sam Adams products in Canada, and I've had a lot of Sam Adams products because I would go to Buffalo and I would buy the mix packs and such. I haven't had a lot of Sam Adams recently, but I've had a lot of Sam Adams in my pack. What the fuck was that? Hey, I've never used this yet, but I do have my Snowball microphone.
I had 2 fancy mics, like the Strode whatever. And
You've
like,
used Snowballs, haven't you?
yeah, and I bought like the Rode one twice.
Are these good? Like I have it, I've just never used
I
it.
can't tell the difference between my headset mic and the ones I had. So I
So
sold one.
they're not that great.
No. But I mean,
Okay. No, that's good to know. I mean, I like knowing whether or not. I also have my webcam, but I'm using my
those are the
onboard
mics.
webcam right now.
Yeah, I have the same webcam. I think those mics aren't great. Technology has come a long way, but at this point, it's like
Just the haze. No, I've never had just the haze. Hey, Alicia, guess what? In about an hour, we've sold Aiden's Switch for almost enough money to pay for the window. I said that on the internet. They know that I'm selling things. We had a conversation about the window.
Oh, did you?
Oh yeah, we had a conversation about the things my son has done today in this week.
Yeah.
And how much Chad is selling his dick pics for?
No, I'm not selling my dick pics.
I said, how did that go?
Oh no, I was talking to Guy, not you. It went okay, but no, I don't have any dick pics to sell, Guy. I give those away for free. No,
Trust me, they wouldn't sell well.
what do you mean they would?
I'm not saying that because I don't enjoy his dick. I'm just saying. I see.
Yeah, but they're framed though, so you can sell them for more.
They're framed and autographed.
The
No,
stamp,
I've
like stamp
I've
is
never
like
had
your
just
butt.
haze.
It's like you sit on ink. It's like your butt crack with like ink is like the stamp.
And his games are going on Monday. So on Monday we have paid for the window, I believe.
Brown Alley.
Brown ale from Nokomis. So if I end up paying for the window and he has any of his electronics left, I will give them back to him because the window's been paid for. But the window's getting paid for before he gets anything back. Because I had 2 people interested in the TV, but nobody's answered me since they said, is this still available?
You don't have an estimate for the window.
No, that's why I'm saying until I know what the window costs, which I will find out on Monday. Don't break your nail.
No, your dog did it.
Which dog? Because they're all my dogs when they piss you off.
The biggest one.
Otis? How did Otis break your nail?
Because I went to grab him by his harness because he tried to eat pizza off the counter.
That sounds like Otis. Okay, I'll give you
I
that.
mean, in his crate for a timeout and I broke my nail on it.
Oh, is that what I heard? I'm like, what the fuck's going on up there?
Yeah. I'll give Aiden credit. He caught Otis. I just got peeved. Grabbed him by the harness.
But I fed him.
That's okay. He managed to eat a slice with jalapenos on it. So I'm sure he's going to have diarrhea tonight.
Well, it's a good thing he's been sleeping in his crate lately.
Does it have that feel, Otis? It's going to hurt coming out.
So when my son takes the dogs out, he doesn't make sure they shit or anything. So when they come to the basement to sleep, the 2 older ones sleep in the basement. The puppy still sleeps in his crate. The 150-pound St. Bernard Great Pyrenees mix doesn't like to shit when he goes out on his last outing. So he shits at about 3 a.m. on the carpet in front of the door of our bedroom. So I've been putting him in his crate. He won't shit in the crate. He does not like sleeping in his crate because he wants to sleep with us. A lot of times he'll jump up in the bed with me and stuff like that. So he wants to be with us. But because he is not following his rules, he gets locked outside. Well, outside the room, he gets locked in his crate. Oh, excuse me. He is not happy with us at all. And he is him. He's this giant fucking baby dog. But yeah, so apparently he ate some pizza. Apparently that's what that sound was. I heard, and he ate jalapenos off the pizza. So hopefully that's good for him in the morning.
Can he eat Ornell and then process? That's what it sounded like.
We had this conversation at one point about we don't know which dog's shitting on the carpet. I'm like, Colleen would kill herself before she shit on my carpet. It's Otis shitting on the carpet, and we caught Otis shitting on the carpet one night. Because he doesn't try to wake you up. He's like, I got to shit. Boom! I'm just going to drop them here. And they're like as big as my head because he's a St. Bernard Great Pyrenees mix. And I'm like, what the fuck, dog? Oh, look, we're in Oswald's kitchen. Oh, excuse me. This is the greatest brown ale I've had in quite a long time. I actually really like Nokomis beers, but at the same time, I don't want to like Nokomis beers because they didn't give me a job. Fuck you, pile of bones. Not wanting to give me a job as your brewer.
Good time.
He sounds like he's having a much more fun time than me or you.
Mm.
I mean, I have to deal with an idiot son and an idiot dog. You have to deal with a baby. And he's like, yeah, party! We're in Winnipeg!
Dudes, old school Beastie Boys Sure Shot. If that isn't a blast from the past, come on now.
Said you're having a lot more fun than us. We both have to be adults. We're talking about tackling deer.
And I gotta buy a new snot extractor tube tomorrow.
Why do you need a new? What did you do to the snot extractor?
She said something about it being full, not working. I was like, okay, I guess I'll buy a new one.
You cleaned it out.
I guess it's really jammed up or something. I don't know.
I really hope I hear from the blue shirted company that initials start with P and then A, whose head office is in Winnipeg. I really hope I hear from them Monday or Tuesday that say, hey, we really want to hire you, because I really want that job. I really do.
I don't know
Did
what
you
that is.
use a Windy?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
I did fart earlier. That's what I mean.
I have my daddy bear here for my adopted daughter.
I was laughing as I went in the room. She's like, "Did you fart?" I was like, "Not in this room."
I got a message from her today that was, I love you. And I'm like, what the fuck did you do? She's like, what do you mean? I go, I have not seen you since you moved into your grandmother's house, and you have not talked to me since you moved to your grandmother's house. To get a random I love you message tells me you've done something wrong. What is going on?
Were you right?
It goes in the bum for gas. For baby. What the fuck? What do you shove up a baby's bum? Why are you shoving something up a baby's bum? I've never shoved something up a baby's bum for gas.
What you
Sorry,
want
I'm
to
a
capture
little
the?
bit by that.
What you want to capture baby's gas for?
How much money can you get for a baby's fart? Is that worth more than an adult's fart? Like, what's he have there? He has a red beer. That's a beautiful red beer. What's going on there? Look at that beer. I mean, he doesn't talk to us, but we see a nice beer.
I think
That's
that's
a
the
nice
same one you showed earlier. I think.
It's in a Hop City glass, so that's a horrible glass, but that's a beautiful beer in a beautiful area. Oh, they're petting a dog. That cousin Pascal would like that.
Yeah, his dog like passed away a few months ago.
Did he? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. No dogs for now.
Yeah, see, I've been lucky. I haven't had any dogs pass since my ex-wife left me, because the only dogs I had, I rehomed because we were going to the Arctic. And unfortunately, Colleen is back in my care. And Colleen is a Great Pyrenees, and she's getting older. She is the same age as my daughter. She's actually, she's probably within a week's age of my daughter. So they are both about 6.5 now, which is past middle age for a Great Pyrenees. So I'm a little worried because I don't want that dog to die. I love that dog. I want to beat that dog sometimes when I let her out, and all I hear is, I'm gonna eat everything in the yard. But she is an amazing dog, and she wants to eat every robber that tries to come near this house. So she is great. But I don't want to think about when she goes, and I don't want to think about what I do with her when she goes, because she is a fucking giant of a dog. Now, I mean, Otis is even bigger, but Otis, I have another 8 years before I have to worry about that. Sorry, people are interested in the same item that's supposed to be picked up in about half an hour. Pending pickup on Monday. Okay, back to our comments. Sorry, I'm trying to pay for this fucking window. I mean, I would sell my gas. I would bottle my gas and sell it if somebody would buy it. Want to buy some albino gas? I have lots of gas, motherfuckers.
Mine's gonna be like musty burnt char.
Okay, my last beer, like I said, is Sour Cherry Sour from High Key Brewing Company. I love High Key Brewing Company. It's in Saskatoon. So if you were to come to visit, we could hit all the Regina breweries in a day or two. We could hit all the Moose Jaw breweries in a day or two. Saskatoon is about 3 hours away, but we could hit all the breweries, stay the night, and then drive back.
Oh, yeah.
Good day. How are you? You're new.
Hello.
Glad to have you here. You're drunk. I'm not drunk yet. I'm getting close, but I'm not drunk yet. Guy see me drunk. Guy, am I drunk yet?
I've been too drunk to remember what you like when you're drunk.
Yeah, you were drunk when I was drunk. You are correct.
It's all just a blur. I don't know.
Drinking a shut-eye pale ale from Aldi? Isn't Aldi a store? Does Aldi make their own beer? It's like being like, I'm drinking a stout from Walmart, motherfuckers. That is a sour cherry ale. Fuck you, Friar Tuck. Fuck you.
13 of what?
For a 12-pack. You know what I pay for a 12-pack? $40 most of the time. Unless I'm drinking
there's a deer.
Oh, does he have another deer? I'm starting to feel very unliked, you know. He doesn't talk to us, he just shows us deers.
Doesn't even give a beer to the deer.
What up?
I get it, you know, you don't like us. We're stupid albino and French.
No, I heard all that. Come on, man.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm trying not to spam the mic because I'm on an open mic here. So I'll bounce back noise.
No, you just don't like albinos or French people. I get it.
Guy, what are you drinking, buddy? As he's taking a drink.
Sober weekend.
Sunbrew.
Is that the zero alcohol stuff?
Yeah.
You know what I wish
Costco,
you could
30
get?
bucks for 24.
How much? Sorry?
It was like that, 30 bucks for 24.
That's amazing.
Someone's on an open mic with speakers. We got a horrible echo happening right now.
Oh, that must be me. Sorry. 1 second.
You know, he's a musician and everything else, but he has no headphones.
Mm-hmm. Okay, how's that?
That's good.
You know what I wish we can get here in Sarnia? Hobgoblin. Do you remember that stuff?
I remember Hobgoblin. There was two Hobgoblins. There was Hobgoblin with the sword, which was the Hobgoblin with the sword, I believe, was the ruby red, and Hobgoblin with the axe was the brown, and they were both really good.
I'm having this tonight. Good old cowbell.
I can get a few cowbell beers here. There's a few cowbell beers at Urban Cellars right across the street from my work.
What's the price on like beer where you are right now?
It depends. You can range anywhere from $3 a can to $8 a can, or $14.99 to $20.99 a 4-pack.
Wow.
Oh, excuse me, Daddy Bear.
Are you stealing your kids' toys now?
No, this was a Father's Day gift from my adopted daughter. Like,
oh,
ago.
Nice.
She always asks me if I still have it. I'm like, yeah, it sits right beside my my office. It's right on my desk, right beside my computer. It's right here. It's here every day. When we were in Pavernatook and when we were in Deer Lake, because both of them had the same bed, it was right in the headboard. And now it's right here at my office. Actually, I'll probably send her a picture of it later and say, look what I still have. Because she argues with me that I don't still have it. She doesn't believe I kept it. Yeah. Right there.
Nice. What are you having tonight, Chad?
My beer right now is Sour Cherry Sour by High Key Brewing.
I caught your video of the green. Is it like the green beer? What? Like some kind of milkshake fucking beer? I don't know what it was, but it looked horrible. It looked like a green juice.
Oh, Green Smooth. I'm not a huge fan of Smooth was actually a really good beer, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it at the same time. Is he trying to really catch a deer right now? Is that what he's doing?
Yeah. What time is it where you are?
1 second. Let me grab my phone. It is 8:12 p.m.
So he's live right now. Where is he?
He is in Winnipeg, so it's 9:12 p.m.
And it's still light out like that, eh? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, Winnipeg.
That's a huge property. Wow, awesome.
Sun's going down.
Did you guys catch the Northern Lights last night?
I did not, because
No.
last night had a Yeah, last night had a lot of shit going on.
Yeah. We were at we played the casino last night and I didn't see it at all. We were there till 11.
Yeah, no, when I came home to the broken window yesterday, I kind of lost everything.
Sorry?
My son smashed my bathroom window.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, no, he snuck out. He was grounded, and he was supposed to stay home with the dogs on Friday. He had a PD day, but he snuck out to play with his friends, and he locked himself out of the house because he left his keys in the house. And instead of just accepting his fate, he panicked and thought, I need to get into the house. So he threw a rock through the bathroom window and then realized, first off, he couldn't get up there. And second off, that all the glass was just shattered. So he broke the window to try and get in. Yeah, so right now his TV and his Switch and all of his everything's up for sale right now to pay for the window.
I can't see the rest of you guys. I can see siding on a house.
Yeah, that's the guy Griswold in Winnipeg. He is.
Do you have me like chosen? Because I'm like trying to like see everyone else for some reason, but it's not letting me.
Yeah,
I have you set up as the main screen right now because you were showing us the deers.
Oh, okay. Okay, I thought that was on my end. I was like, what am I doing? All right, I got you.
Hello, puppy.
Oh, that dog is small compared to my monsters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have the Great Pyrenees, and then I have the Saint Pyrenees, which is the Saint Bernard Great Pyrenees mix, and then I have the Bernese Mountain Dog.
Chad, have you had any of the refined Fool beers that come out of Sarnia?
I've had a lot of refined Fool beers, but I haven't had a lot in the recent years. It's been years since I've had any, but I've had about 20 of their beers. I know they're up to something like 115 beers on Untapped.
Yeah, it's nuts. It's crazy in there. Same with Imperial City. I think the last one you reviewed was the Goodbye Gravity. It was either the Goodbye Gravity or the Sting Lager, one of the two.
I'm going to turn my camera off for 1 second. Sorry, guys. I'm just my microphone. Just answering this message about the shit my son is paying for my window with.
At least it seems to be going fast. Like not even an hour after. Almost looks like a golf cart racetrack.
Your personalized growth chart, I can guide you on your life journey. My advice will offer you a roadmap to realizing your true potential. Call me today to begin your journey.
See if this does anything.
No.
Brought to you by Kirby Cool Remax Gold, the team of professional realtors and TV.
Who, me, Paul? Do you want me to get to bed? Is that what you're telling me? It's like 8 o'clock at night right now, Paul. I don't get to bed.
I want sake.
Paul,
Sake.
why are you not here? You keep telling me, I want to join, I want to talk to you, I want to do this, da, 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 da. And then you're like, fuck you, I don't like albinos. That's what I get from this, Paul. That's what I get from this.
Just heat and eat. In association with Fashion IQ, GP's biggest Indian clothing store.
Hopefully one day the beer is making outside is gonna be ready.
Ah, that beer's empty. Do I grab one more beer, guys? I mean, if I have one more beer, it's 12 for the night. But my wife isn't giving me any sex tonight anyway because she has.
Holy shit!
Whiskey dick is fine. Should I have one more beer? Should I have one more?
You gotta get ready for the sale with 12 beers.
You've had 12 beers already?
Yes, sir.
Holy shit, man!
Okay, I'm pausing. I'm gonna pause my microphone because I have to pee again. But I'll have one more beer because the guy that's coming to pick up my son's Switch, because a fucking idiot threw a rock through my window, is not coming yet. So I'm going to.
I'm going for a
pause.
piss too. I have to go. Piss. I'll be back.
Oz, what are you drinking tonight?
वैसे ये बच्चे बहुत छोटे हैं शंकर के महादेवन से भी छोटे हैं लेकिन जब सुर लगाते हैं ना तो विशाल का डंडा ही चमक उठता है और ये बात मुझे उदित के नाराज ने बताई गई है क्योंकि कुमार का शाम बताने से मना कर रहा था
I'm back.
I'm here with you, buddy. Just text me.
What does Will Kuwait mean, Paul? What does Will? Is that I'm too good for you, Chad? I don't like albinos, Chad. Is that what Will Kuwait means? To me, Will Kuwait means why I can't. I've drank too much to make something up for that. I'm just gonna put these down now. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Going for it all, eh, Chad?
Yeah.
Attaboy. Should I pull out some scotch? What do you think, buddy?
You can if you want. I'm probably only here for a little while longer because
this is what I got right here. Hey, Chad, right here, buddy. Look at that.
What do you have?
Famous.
Nice.
It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Cheap.
Eli is supposed to be. When did Eli send me his last message? Eli sent me his last message at 7:47. Okay, so Eli should be messaging me in about 15 minutes saying he's leaving his house, and then I'll have to go. So I think I can have another beer. That's what I think that means. I think that means I can have one more beer.
Do it. Do it.
Paul, you've told me for 6 years we're going to connect soon. 6 years, Paul! 6 years! We haven't connected yet, Paul.
That's not Paul from your old videos, is it?
Daddy Bear is angry, Paul.
No,
He's No, this is Paul from Ottawa. I'm just being an asshole right now. I really don't care. When people can get here, they can get here. I don't care either way. I'm just being me, right? It is what it is. I'm pretty sure. I'm only saying this for the viewers that don't know me all that well. I'm pretty sure Paul understands that I'm just being a dick. We need one more beer. We can have one more beer most likely before the guy gets here for the Switch.
Look at that fridge full of beer. That's dedication.
No, it's every beer you buy is in a 4-pack. What's down here? What do we have? You're a white IPA. Nobody wants.
Do you have to work tomorrow or something?
No, I don't work tomorrow. I'm off until Tuesday.
I'll just like I'll just drink regular beer every second weekend.
Oh wait, no, I need to go back. What's this one? What's this one? Ooh, what are you? What's your percentage? Because that depends. Okay, this is what I'm drinking tonight.
Mission-san, Sonaga, back in.
I am drinking a raspberry chocolate cake stout.
Okay, bye.
From Multinational, which is right around the corner from my house. I can be there in 5 minutes.
That looks good.
What is it? Sorry?
Raspberry cake.
Have you reviewed that?
Yes, I have. This is actually.
I have never seen it.
It's a really good beer.
Raspberry cake.
Yep.
Oh, that's the other thing that sucks. We actually found a daycare, so the kid like automatically wakes up at like 7:45. I'm like, oh no. Before it used to be like 9 o'clock.
Oh wow.
That was
today. Was like, oh, that's too hard.
Pick up Monday. What the fucking hell?
On camera, it looks like a one big fucking eyebrow. That's what it looks like on camera. That's strange with these glasses. It's funny.
So my son has a 32-inch LED Insignia TV. I have it up for $60. I bought it when we moved here in February, so it's like 2 months old. I put it up for $60. Again, he has to pay for the window he broke. Somebody just sent me a message. I'll give you 30. I said, you can lick my dick. He didn't like that response.
You can lick my dick, bitch.
I'm sorry, $60 for a 32-inch TV that is 2 months old is not a horrible price.
No, it's a great price, actually. It's amazing.
And I told him, I took all the electronics from his room. I said, guess what, buddy? You get everything back that I don't need to pay for the window. I have everything priced. Whatever sells to pay for the window is what sells to pay for the window. If something doesn't sell and I've already paid for the window, you can have it back. He's like, really? I go, yeah, I'm not a dick. You just have to pay for the window you broke. That's the response you have. You have to pay for the window you broke.
When do you make your way to Ontario?
Probably next year will be my first time back to Ontario. This year I have to pay to fly my kids here. and then to fly my kids back, and to fly my daughter and son back, and then to fly my son and daughter back here. Because the grandparents want my daughter for the summer, which is great. We don't have to take care of her over the summer. Go visit. My son has to go for his week visitation with his mother, so we have to fly him there. And my kids have to come for their 3-week visitation for me, so we have to fly them here. So next year we'll probably fly that way and stay at the hotel or something. Stay at the family trailer or something for the 3 weeks. But right now it's just getting through.
This might be a little bit better. Yep.
Hopefully, when you are back now, it would be nice to do the same thing as we did last time.
I'm always about first come, first serve, so you are the second person to ask. You will know for sure if he doesn't take them. I get people that are like, hey, I'll give you more money if you will let me buy the stuff before the person that talked to you before. I'm like, nope. First come, first serve. The first person that sent me a message that tells me they will pick it up on this day, if they don't pick it up on this day, then it's available again.
I'll be right back.
Oh, Friar Tuck has sent us 2 new messages. What is this? I might dicker you down $10.
Oh, there you go.
The exact same TV is on Best Buy's website. I bought it from Best Buy at $129. It's currently on Best Buy's website for $100 even. So I don't think asking $60 for a TV he hasn't been able to use for a month now because he's been not following his rules is all that bad. And yeah, I get, trying to do a little bit at a time, but to go like 50%, no, I'm not doing it. I'm selling it to you for less than it's worth easily because the one that's up there is open box. It's open box at $100. I'm selling it for $60 open box. Basically, it's been opened. It's been on his table for 2 months. He's only been able to use it for a month. Yeah, go to hell. I'm not selling it to you for $30. Go find a TV for $30. I dare you to find a TV for $30. The Asus. No, that's right here. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's right here. It'll get open soon because I have a video game system to hook up to it.
Yeah, that's just...
You know what, the Friar? I try to instill the same work ethic that I was given with him, and it doesn't work. But if you broke my window, I'm not paying the $500+ to repair the window. You're paying for it. You're paying for it one way or another. I took everything worth an amount out of his room and I put it all up for sale. And I said, look, whatever sells first, sells first. If something doesn't sell, but you paid for the window, you can have it back. But you are paying for this fucking window. I'm not paying for the window. I didn't break the window. I've had a job since I was 14. You turned 14 in 2 months. You don't want to take responsibility for your actions and you want to throw a rock through a window to try and make a story? That's your thing, not my thing. You owe me for that window. I am not paying for it. You are. And I want you to understand the value of money. I want you to understand because you need to understand because I'm not going to be here forever. I know a lot of parents that have their kids live with them forever. And if that's what you do, that's what you do. That's your choice. I want my kid to understand the value of money and be able to pay for things. He is autistic. He may or may not have an intellectual problem at the same time, but at the same time, my wife isn't legally allowed to care for him. Her parents aren't legally allowed to care for him. His mother wants nothing to do with him. So I need him to learn this stuff because I'm not going to be here forever. So you broke my window, you're paying for my window. If I can sell your Switch and all your Switch games and your Switch Lite for the price of the window, then you can have your TV back. If the TV, the Switch games, and the Switch sell first, then you can have your Switch Lite back. I don't care. I'm not going to pocket your money, but you owe me exactly what that window costs. And that's what I think a parent should do is set their kids up for success. You don't get to just have a willy-nilly life and hope for the best. It doesn't work that way. It really doesn't.
What does he have now?
What do you mean? What does he have now? He has nothing in his room but Legos at the moment.
It's gonna be a future Lego collector.
Whenever he meets the dividend stuff comes off the thing. "14-year-old farm job would be great." I would agree, and we're in Saskatchewan. It would be great. He does have a roof over his head and food and books and Lego and Pokemon card. My wife actually sat there and she told him, she's like, "You have a very privileged life. You don't realize it." Because we were going through his cell phone, because his cell phone is ours except for when we go to work. His cell phone is for emergencies right now. I give him his cell phone when we are at work because his cell phone is what gives him contact with us. But when we're not at work, he doesn't have his cell phone at the moment because he is grounded. And I was going through his messages because he's 13. I mean, at 13, you don't have true privacy, in my opinion. And I'm like, "What's this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean?" And he's like, I'm like, no. You get to answer my questions because I pay for your cell phone plan. I pay for this. I pay for that. I paid for your cell phone. What does this mean? And then I'm going through his phone, and he's like, "Why are you looking at?" I go, "Look, man, I want you to have your privacy. I want you to have this. I want you to have that. But this is not okay." So apparently, his school starts at 8:55 a.m. He's been leaving at 8 a.m. to go to his friend's house. He has responsibilities over his 6-year-old sister at the time. He's bringing his 6-year-old sister over to his friend's house instead of going to school at 8 a.m. instead of leaving at 8:45 to get to school at 8:50. His school is right down the street. And I'm like, I don't know this parent. I don't know what her house is like. I don't know if she's having random men in the house. And his stepmom, which he calls mom, he calls his stepmom mom over his real mom, yelled at him today about it. She's like, "I was sexually abused at 7 years old. I was a year older than her. And you're taking her to random houses without us knowing who these people are or anything else." And he doesn't get anything, but I went outside to do something today and he talked to me about it. And I looked at him, I go, "Buddy, you realize I was sexually abused as well?" He goes, "What? Really?" I go, "Yes, I was 13 years old at the time." I go, "I was sexually abused. Your mom was your stepmom, who you call your mom, was sexually abused. I believe your mom was probably sexually abused because of the actions she has." I go, "Maybe you should start actually listening to the things you're told instead of just thinking that everything is peachy keen, because it's not." But who knows if it'll ever get through to him, right? I don't know.
I'm back.
Ew.
And I mean, that's the thing, Friar Tuck. I am 100%. I went to on Friday again. He had been grounded for 2 weeks already. When I ground my child, I don't give him a time period. What I give him is, you have chores. You have to do your chores for this many days, and your grounding is over. I'm not reminding you of your chores. I'm not. If I have to remind you of your chores, your grounding goes on another day. So 2.5 weeks ago is when he was grounded. It was for 4 days. It's been 2.5 weeks because he will not remember to do his chores, autistic or not. I need to teach you this shit because I'm not going to be around forever. Your mother doesn't want you, and your stepmother cannot legally take care of you. So I need you to be able to live without me. So this is your chores. These are your chores. They're written down. They're on your door. They're on the door to go outside. They're everywhere so you can remember. They're on the door, on the front door, on the back door, and on your door, so you remember what they are. But you refuse. You refuse to remember them at all, and that does not compute with me at all. I'm not okay with that.
These guys are on video, but I can't hear them. Like their mics.
Mike's muted.
Yeah. But it looks like silent film. It's like you can fucking predict what's happening right now. That's so funny. Oh.
And I question my choices daily as well, because I know that he is not a normal child, and it's really hard to teach him what he needs to know. But again, the legality of the fact that his mother, the one that he calls mom, is not his real mother, is really hard, because his mother wants nothing to do with him, and his stepmom is at the point where she doesn't really want much to do with him. But once I'm gone, he has no choice, because his mother wants nothing to do with him, and legally his stepmother can't have anything to do with him. So I'm trying to teach him so that he can survive, and it's not going well. And I'm like, this is what you need, child. This is what you need. This is and it is really hard. And I knew as soon as he sent me what the story was that he was the one that broke the window. I'm really impressed that he actually fessed up. I didn't think he would, but he has to pay for it. And it is what it is.
You mean the child's parents are going to pay for it?
Well, I'm his parent, so that's why his stuff is for sale right now, right? He is paying for it. I'm not paying for it.
His friend broke the window.
No, he broke the window.
Oh, okay. Well, cut the allowance in half for a couple months.
No, all of his electronics were taken, and whatever it takes to pay for the window sold. Whatever sells first is what pays for that window. I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying for another cent of his things. And I looked at him. I'm like, you better get a job at 14. You better learn how to work, because I am not buying you another Switch. This is the third Switch I've bought you. And this one has to get sold to pay for the window. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not going into debt anymore for you. You need to learn how to live, because I needed to learn how to live. But anyway, guys, it's late. It's not late, but it's later than I normally stay up. I have to go.
Me too. I have to.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, thank you, Sage. Thank you, Guy. Thank you, Griswold. Great to see all of you. I have to go. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Cheers, guys.